Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I hope you're ready for a dollhouse because I'm building one here. So this is a special build because it's supposed to look like a dollhouse. It's not fully closed, so this is not like a regular build where you have all walls fully closed. This is really just a dollhouse. It's open on one side, on two sides actually, and it's supposed to look like a real-life dollhouse, but this is the modern version of a dollhouse, so it doesn't look really colorful or something, so not like a toy. This indeed looks like a modern house, like a dollhouse version of my usual style, you could say. A couple of years ago, dollhouses were the trend in the Sims community. I don't remember who started the trend, but then everyone started to build dollhouses, which was super fun. And it was just really fun to see all these different dollhouses, and they were all over Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. And this was kind of a fun era for the Sims community. And I just really enjoyed this time. And back then I created a beautiful dollhouse as well, and this one was really colorful, quite pink, and I wanted this back then to look like the real deal, so I tried to make it look like a fake house out of plastic, so it really looks like a toy. But this time around we are working on a really hyper modern version of this. I mean, technically you could just download this and close the walls and turn this into a proper house. It could also just be some type of inspiration. It's for sure not a regular house, but I mean, that's fun. Every now and then you just have to try something different. Everything is open and connected, not only because it's a dollhouse, but also I was just going for this modern floor plan type of layout. So we have a loft situation going on. The bed is up there, and you can see that you can either use the stairs or the ladder to go up there. The only room that is fully closed is the bathroom, of course, because otherwise it's not functional at all, and the Sims wouldn't they just won't use the toilet or take a bath without a door and a fully closed room, which is understandable. I understand this. So I made sure that the bathroom is fully closed actually. And here, this little nook, this is the kitchen. And I was trying to use neutral colors, and I was also trying to use very simple shapes. I didn't want to use too much color because when I created the dollhouse back then, I was going for really colorful colors, a pop of color here and there. I was going for this fake colorful look, so it looks like a toy. But here in this case, I wanted this to look realistic and modern, but at the same time, I still wanted this to look like a dollhouse, which was kind of the challenge. And to make sure that it kind of looks like a dollhouse still, I tried to not use too many objects, so no clutter or anything. Like when you have a real life dollhouse, you won't have like teeny tiny clutter everywhere. This is just not realistic. And I mean, I'm not the biggest clutterer either way. Is this a word? A clutterer? I don't know. I'm not cluttering a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. This is generally, I'm more about the clean layout. And I mean, I love clutter. Also when I looked at your amazing submissions for my latest challenge, I just really enjoyed to see all the clutter. It always inspires me, but I'm just not that good at cluttering. But here, trying to stay away from clutter as much as possible was a easy challenge for me because I'm not a good clutterer. So here at this point, the shape is laid out so far, but then I wanted to incorporate a round shape. I love round shapes, and I wanted to do this in a very clean and simple way, so I simply used a round floor piece, and after placing it, I just used a fence. The fence is from Ecolifestyle, and it comes in 3 different heights, just as the wall heights, and I just picked the correct one for this wall height. I think it's the lowest wall height available up there. And then I just wanted to have a nook where the Sims could sit and hang out. And I then at first wanted to use this very fancy plant thingy on the left, which is from the Blooming Rooms kit, but then it was kind of too much, so I decided against it. There are lots of windows everywhere because I figured it would just really add to this type of look and would help, but also it just looks super fancy and really amazing. The lot is it's the smallest penthouse lot available, but it's still way too big for this. But I was going for this penthouse loft type of vibe, so I just built it over there so we have the city in the background. But probably could have built this on a way smaller lot as well, but I just figured it would be so cool to have San Mushyno in the background, and this is why I built it here. I changed the stairs. At first I used plain white ones, then I used these ones from Get Famous because they glow in the dark and they just look extra fancy and hyper modern. And I also wasn't sure which floor color to use at first. I wanted this contrast. I wanted to have these black windows. I was going for this industrial vibe, and then also some warm wooden tones, and I was just trying different things. And at first I wanted to add some stairs down there, but then I remembered that the platform's only one step high, and in this case you don't have to add stairs because the Sims can traverse. They can just step on the platform and it's fine. I used these rocks from the industrial stuff kit. I forgot what it's called, but this industrial kit that we got a while ago, because I just wanted to have at least some type of pattern somewhere. The same goes for the wallpaper, which is from the Mushyno stuff pack, if I'm not wrong. So I just wanted to incorporate like some details in some areas to have this mix of a dollhouse look and a real life Sims house kind of. And I also wanted to incorporate a nice little corner just so there would be a beautiful living room. I used lots of objects from Dream Home Decorator, and also the table, like the teeny tiny table that I'm going to place later, and also the chairs in the dining room area, the yellow and black ones. These are from the base game. We recently got another amazing base game update, and these wonderful chairs are part of the base game. And right now, whenever I'm working on something, they are like my first choice because they look so amazing, so modern. And I mean, it's amazing how far the base game has come. I've talked about this a couple of times. It's just really impressive. But here in this case, I have like a huge collection of different chairs because I own all packs, and I could use different chairs, but I'm like deciding to use the base game one because it looks so cool. And that kind of tells a lot because it's just wonderful that a amazing chair like this one is now in the base game. And I then started to work on the whole bathroom situation. I added some windows, and there's a height difference because I had used a platform, and I then simply decided to use a platform on the inside as well. For the level at the bottom, I had used the medium wall height, and this way I was able to raise the platform a bit. The wall or the whole room was tall enough for this, and I just added a very simple bathroom like to this room. I turned it into a very simple bathroom. I also kept the clutter for the shelves very simple. I mean, I had to put something in there because otherwise it's not really a functional shelf, but I kept it simple, as I said. And I then just tweaked the back a bit because I had to add an elevator so it's functional. And yeah, it's like a really out of the ordinary build, and you could fully close this or use it the way it is. It's just something different for once, and I just wanted to try something new and fun. And this video is slowly coming to an end. You can see lots of screenshots here, and you can grab this build from the gallery. My ID is KateEmerald, and you can also grab the trade files from my Patreon. And speaking of which, it's time to thank my wonderful Emerald Patreons. A big thank you to Asia, Emma Barnes, Lisa Martin, Miku, GDJ, Saturated Spark, Shannon McClam, Telena Lynn, and Tina Turner. Thank you so much for your huge support. Thank you to all my other Patreons, and a big thank you to anyone who watches my videos. I love you all so much. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you will have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.